Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. As you can probably tell in the view in front of me, I'm currently in Paris, France, and I thought I'd start this video with this shot of the Eiffel Tower. It's an iconic shot. It's been used for a few film locations, so I thought I'd start this video with this shot of the Eiffel Tower. I'll be taking a trip to the top of the tower later on during this video. I've got a reservation put by, but I thought I'd start this video with this iconic shot of the Eiffel Tower here in Paris, France. So we're about to go up the Eiffel Tower. Let's go up and explore. So see, these are some of the views you can get from the top of the Eiffel Tower. So come to the Eiffel Tower whenever you're in Paris. The views really are very good. That's the River Seine you can see there that you can take boat cruises across. So come and pay the Eiffel Tower a visit when you can. I just wanted to show you some views from the other side of the tower, just to give you a better idea of what you can see over the city. So this is from the back end of the Eiffel Tower. Those gardens down there are very popular. People like to lounge there in the summertime, but this is just another example of what you can see from the Eiffel Tower. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so here we are outside the Louvre Museum in Paris. It probably is the most famous museum in the world. We won't be going inside today, but we'll be taking a short tour, walking tour that'll take you past 3 or 4 of the main sites here in Paris. What I'm going to do now is just pan back round behind me and focus in on this small triumphal arch just here, which was built in the late 19th century to commemorate one of Napoleon Bonaparte's victories. But the Arc de Triomphe that Paris is known for we'll be covering in just a moment. But what we're going to do now is walk past 2 or 3 of the main sites that are actually located quite close to each other, that are quite popular here in Paris. What you need to do is actually focus back round this way, head round here in this direction, round this way, and head towards this triumphal arch, and just keep walking in a straight line towards the Place de la Concorde. So this is the smaller triumphal arch that was dedicated to Napoleon Bonaparte. Well, if you keep walking, the Louvre is directly behind me, but if you keep walking through this arch, you'll walk through some wonderful gardens to our next location. Honestly, it's a beautiful sight and it's a beautiful walk. All we're basically going to do on this tour is walk in a straight line. That's all you need to do from the Museum du Louvre that's located behind me. Walk under the arch that we've just passed through and just keep walking in a straight line, and you'll walk through some wonderful sights. So we're going to you walk through these very nice gardens to our next site, and I'll show you the next location. And these are the Tuileries Gardens, really nice during the summer. And at the end of the Tuileries Gardens there's a very big pond that people sit around, and it's really nice to sit in during the summer. So let's go down and take a look. But these are the Tuileries Gardens. I'll make sure I put the title in the scene in this video, but it's a really nice part of Paris, and it follows on very nicely from the Louvre Museum. So let's go down and take a further look at the Tuileries Gardens. So this is the lake, or the pond rather, I was telling about just a moment ago. Again, walking in a straight line down from the Louvre Museum. But people like to lounge here in the summer because Paris gets very hot in the summer, and this is a really nice part of the Tuileries Gardens. So come and pay this a visit whenever you're in Paris. So here we are approaching the Place de la Concorde, which is another very popular tourist site in Paris that was actually used during the French Revolution. And this in front of me is a large obelisk, which is a very popular marker of the Place de la Concorde. The Place de la Concorde is more of an oblong, but it's known as a square. It's a very long oblong shape, and it was actually used during the French Revolution, but it's still a very popular tourist spot. On either side of the obelisk we have the 2 fountains, one either side. One of them isn't actually working today, but this one is. So we have these fountains, one on either side. And also, if I just pan slightly to the left, that building there in the background, that is the Assemblée Nationale, which is the seat of the French National Assembly. That's where they sit. The Senate sits in another location. So again, what we're going to do, we're going to walk in a straight line onto our next location, because this is one of the most famous boulevards in Europe that we're going to go to next. The Boulevard of Champs-Élysées, which you've probably heard of. A very popular street. And so what we're going to do now is take a stroll up the Boulevard of Champs-Élysées and go to our next location. One of France's most popular streets. So again, worth a visit if you're going to come to Paris. So currently on the Boulevard des Champs-Élysées here in Paris, continuing on with my walking tour. Honestly though, you really need to come and pay the Boulevard des Champs-Élysées a visit when you're in Paris. It's a very nice tree-lined avenue. As I said, one of the most popular shopping streets in France, if not Europe, along with the Opera Street in London. So come and pay this boulevard a visit when you're in Paris. So here we are at the Arc de Triomphe, which is on the Champs-Élysées. So this is probably one of the most popular tourist sites in Paris, alongside the Eiffel Tower. So you can start the walking tour as I suggested, follow the road up, follow the route up the Champs-Élysées until you get to the Arc de Triomphe. A very popular tourist site that was built to commemorate those who gave their lives in the Second World War. So well worth a visit. So I'll be ending this video here. This was just a short guide on a quick walking tour you can do if you come to Paris. Paris is a very nice city to come to, especially during the summertime. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.